Well, you've had a good look at my vintage MEDE targets now. So I'm going to take 3 of them out. The 2 small ones with the small hole and the rat with the reducer. I'm going to try them out in the field, see what they look like when they're being struck by a pellet, and see if they're still doing the job that they was made for all that time ago. First thing I done was take out 5 different pellets, try them for the groups, how accurate they are, and also the aim point to choose which mill dot to use for the range that I was shooting at. And this morning I used the PCP ones. They gave a reasonable group. They're the dynamic PCP one. It says on the box power, precision, penetration, and they're non-toxic, non-lead, and they're designed for pre-charged air rifles. I gave them a go. What I did find was the targets all worked as they should, but unfortunately this rat one proved a little bit reluctant to go down. On one occasion the paddle was hit, and it didn't pull the target front down, the silhouette of the rat. It just left the paddle in that position, and then a second strike, it hit the reducer. I can see the mark there, and that knocked it over. Well, there's 2 actual strikes on the silhouette, so I missed by quite a large amount in some cases, but each of the small ones, they went down with 1 shot, except for those 2 strikes there. This went down quite well as well, except for that paddle sticking. And also found, pulling on the cord, it was a little bit reluctant to come back up. So I think what I shall do now is check the hinge if there's any wear on there, any sharp edges or something like that, and put a spot of oil. Even though it moves nice and freely and I can't see any reason why it was reluctant to go over, there might just be a rough spot somewhere, or an edge where it's worn away to make it a bit reluctant to fall, or it just might simply be the angle, the position of the target as it was staked down to the ground. It might not have been good enough for it to fall easily, or just the simple fact it needs a spot of oil. But it worked well enough. At least I saw the paddle fall back and I knew that I had struck the paddle through the small hole on the first shot. So far it's been okay. Next thing I'm going to do now is try out the larger targets, the one with the large holes, and see what they're like in the field.